It's kind of interesting. Spider-Man was, I don't want to say the grand old man of the category, but he's been doing this longer than most. And when he started, like, making some progress, running into some problems, he would ask for help from some of the best nitro minds in the business. And it's kind of interesting the number of people that you know as crew chiefs, tuners, or crewmen that are back in the nitro pits here that thought, that's kind of an interesting project. Let's see if we can get involved. So, guys like Alan Johnson.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're obviously there are some critical differences, but in reality, you're simply scaling down the same theory, right? You have a blown internal combustion engine that's running on nitromethane fuel. So there are some constants there, and to be able to check in with an Alan Johnson or check in with some of these other really experienced guys, it had to have been a blast for them.
Yeah, Elmer Trett way back in the day was very involved in the category. He and Jim Head were very good friends, and they would compare notes, and a lot of technology from those machines found its way into the motorcycles. Now here's David Vantine. We've seen Vantine for the last couple of years out here basically match racing, mixing it up with Spider-Man, and Mitch Brown, another Kansas bike, racing for the folks at Monster Race Products. Now Monster Race Products make cylinder heads, make blocks, make other things that have found their way also into the pro stock ranks. Who would have thought Kansas is a hotbed for top fuel motorcycles?
Not me, but here we are.
The perfect example of the raw fuel coming out of the one of pipes over here for Mitch Brown. 6:08 at 252 miles an hour. Excuse me, Spider-Man. There's a new sheriff in town.
I mean, he made even more speed on the back half, right? Same identical speed at the 8th as McBride at 193, but then he picks up an extra 2 numbers across the stripe, 250, 243, and what about a hun better on ET? Fantastic.
Unbelievable. Nice job, Dave, and his entire crew down there. Nice job for Spider-Man, and I'm sure that we'll see Mitch again tomorrow and the Nitro Conspiracy team again tomorrow, and hopefully they'll be able to get those things straightened out and put together a little bit more of a representative run. They are all pitted together down there, kind of, if you go by where John Force is, you look across the alley where the pro stock teams are, just kind of keep your eyes open. They're all right there in that area. But if you are like a machinist, if you are a fabricator, and if you are interested in guys that took a completely ridiculous idea and turned it into a real race machine, you need to stop by and say hi.
Yeah, and, just to double back on one of the points here, these things make incredible power, as we obviously know, but they are in some ways similar to their larger nitro-burning counterparts in that when I look at Vantine's incrementals, he was a little more aggressive down low than Spider-Man was, giving him almost identical ET and speed in the 8th, but he just carried more of it to the back half of the run. It's kind of cool. 60-foot times. Vantine's bike was quicker to 60 feet by a fairly significant margin, 500ths when you get down to, that basically 1 second range.